Deer move every day, and they move dawn and dusk. They're crepuscular. They move sunrise and sunset. And I have a hypothesis of why that is, if I can share that.
Please do.
So sun's rising, of course, air's warming up in some places, open field, logging deck, whatever, that sun's getting down the ground and warming up, and that air is rising under the shade of trees or tall grass, or on the west slope, that air is still cool. It's going to stay cool up to an hour longer, whatever, depending on the aspect of the sun. So you have hot air and cold air right beside each other, and that starts churning. That's on a much larger scale. When you see that big front coming through that spawns tornadoes, that's the same thing. You've got hot air on one side, cool air on the other. On a micro scale, that happens in the timber, and that churning air again allows deer to detect predators most of the way around them very efficiently. I believe that's why. It's not light. A lot of hunters think it's light. We've all spooked deer during the dead of night, or when it's dark going to our stand. I've yet to hear one run into a tree, and we know why. Of course, deer have a covering on the back of their eyes called tapetum lucidium. Light goes in and triggers rods and cones, hits that almost like aluminum foil, bounces back out, and they get another use of that light, not 100%, but a high percentage. So they're big pupils, and they're getting light coming and going to trigger rods and cones. They can see in that extremely low light, no problem.